Welcome to Starting from Zero, the podcast where we talk with social media creators to hear their stories of why they started their accounts, how they built an audience, and how they turned their passion into their career. Everyone starts with zero. In this episode, I speak with filmmaker, photographer, and YouTuber Locky Holman. Locky is a senior in high school growing up in Queensland, Australia. Locky and I talk about what it's like being a content creator in high school and how a close family member has influenced his perspective and the content he makes today. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Starting from Zero podcast.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Good, thank you.
There you are.
How
I can
are
see
you?
you now. Awesome, man. I
How's it
appreciate you
been?
doing this. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're actually, I think, the first person to reach out and want to be a part of the project. So I think that's super awesome that you are down to do this.
Yeah, it's really cool. I saw the video, the podcast with Darren
Right.
Levi,
Yeah.
and I was like, that's so cool because it's like the podcast has just started,
Mhm.
and like the podcasts these days have so many high, well-known creators, and it's like, imagine getting a point of view from a creator that's like not that big yet, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. And I don't have like a minimum subscriber count. I don't really care about that. I think we're all creatives trying to build something. We all have a unique perspective. So I talked to somebody with 150 subscribers, and then Darren just happened to be somebody that answered first,
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's
No,
just been something cool to do.
Yeah, that's what I like. I love that about this podcast because it's like, it's in the name, starting from zero. So yeah. It's really awesome, man. I like what you're doing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Have you checked out any of the other ones or just Darren's or?
I checked Darren's. I watched the whole thing of that one, and
Okay, cool.
I checked out bits and pieces from the other ones, and I watched the recent one. I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
From your perspective, are there things that you didn't like? Do you have things that stood out to you, or?
I just like the conversation, like the ongoing conversation, and how it just flows. I like that. Yeah, it's really good. It's really cool.
Yeah, thanks, man. So I guess we can start out for anybody who may not know who you are or what you're up to on the internet. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Locky Holman. I am a content creator. I've been making videos for over 3 years. I also do a bit of photography on the side, which is really great. Still being in high school, so it's my last year of high school.
Okay.
And still being in high school, it's kind of hard to make videos all the time because obviously you got to focus on school, exams, and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm coming up with ideas every now and then, but basically my content includes filming memories, making memories through a lens. And there's been a lot of life moments or events that have been filmed and captured, which I find is really cool. And yeah, that's what I do.
Nice. I feel like we have such a unique opportunity to be alive right now, to kind of document those moments. So I think that's something that I think about a lot. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
What's do you feel like you always have your camera out with you or to capture those moments, or when do you feel like you are gravitating to your camera most?
It's normally when I am out with my friends or with family even. When I'm around new people, I don't normally tend to bring out the camera just because, I want to get comfortable with them first, see if I have banter with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's normally with family, mainly family. I love just capturing a vibe or capturing moments or holidays and stuff like that. And the best part about it is it's there forever. I can watch it, rewatch it, show anyone, my family, my friends. It's really cool.
Yeah. Exactly. I feel the same way. I feel the videos that I make today, like I'm excited to watch in like 10, 20 years, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's just like the coolest thing about technology and like the whole concept of social media is like, you know, I don't have like a full like catalog of my parents' pictures growing up, but like my kids will, you know?
Definitely. Yeah, I know what you mean. And it's also
Mhm.
a matter of like watching that journey grow and
Mhm.
letting people watch you grow as well. I
Yeah.
think that's a really fun part. Like from my experience with making videos, it started from a little balloon going up in the air with just like a really nice positive letter on it
Mhm.
to like something like bigger than that, to like making huge moments that are going to impact people and make people smile. And also this thing where it's like some sort of making a difference type projects, which is like a really big goal of mine. So
Nice. Yeah, I saw your is that your brand is Mad making a difference, right?
yeah, it's my brand, and it's also like my motto to life.
Mhm.
So my goal in life is to make a difference in any way, whether that's through my content, through helping people, through anything really.
Mhm.
um, Someone that's inspired me to go out and make a difference and like make that my motto was my nana.
Mhm.
She plays a big part in my life. She was Christian, and she would just give so much back to her community, back to her family, back to her friends. And even though she didn't capture any of that like I do now,
Mhm.
she like the impact she made on people was the most important thing. And I think that's what I set out to like continue to live on. So yeah.
Nice. Um, yeah, I think that's very cool that you're continuing on that legacy and like I have a similar experience as well, like carrying on my dad's legacy. He passed away when I was 14, so um, and like growing up hearing stories about him, and when I think about the impact that I want to leave, like on people around, like people that I love around me as well, it's like it's a big deal. Like I kind of carry that with me, like on a day to day. So I think that's very cool that you want to put that out in the world.
Yeah, 100%, man. It's it's something, especially like these days, we really need people that are going to make a positive change, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because there's so much negativity, right? And there's so much like power and stuff like that. And it just doesn't get used to make a positive impact.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So, so how do you? What is like the ways that you make a difference, or that
well,
you're trying to?
when I first started, it just used to be simple things like surprising like a family member with like a surprise birthday or like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or I did one where I was handing out Easter bunnies just to anyone in my neighborhood,
Okay.
and that was like my first like public like a public video type thing where it wasn't scripted or anything like that, where it was just like all real and
Mm-hmm.
all authentic. And as much as I really enjoyed that, I also wanted to start off with making a difference and being a better person towards family and friends, like close people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's just a matter of doing simple things, like whether that's, I don't know, like not even documenting it, like opening a door for someone or paying for someone's like meal or something like that. But one that I did capture, which is like I'm always going to remember, is my buddy who I've been friends with for almost like 7 or 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
It was his 16th birthday, and I surprised him with a full-on birthday party, and he didn't even know about it.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's one I captured on film, and yeah, it's just watching the reaction of someone being so happy about it and being so surprised and stuff like that. That's what I like. I like
Mm-hmm.
capturing their reactions.
Nice. Um, yeah, I checked out some of your videos, and I can already tell like that's what you're putting that message behind your content. So I think that's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah.
Um, so for like the beginnings of your YouTube channel, like why did you click create channel and upload that first video? Like, what was that thought process like for you?
It was, so at my old house, it was my mum's birthday the day before, and she like just had balloons out, and I was like, imagine if I wrote a letter on a balloon and just let go, went in the sky, and someone was to just randomly pick the balloon up and see that letter, and like how much of a impact that could have had on their day. And I never knew if, or found out if they got the letter or whatever. I did write my Instagram on it, but I just thought, how awesome would that have been if that like would have happened. And so when I was filming it, I didn't even have a camera then. I filmed it on my phone, and I wasn't even doing photography or anything. And I just filmed it, and I like edited it on iMovie and just uploaded it on YouTube. And I got such a good reaction from my family and friends. And I was like, wow, this is like making me feel good, that it's making other people feel good, you know? And huge inspirations of mine is obviously Casey Neistat, David Dobrik, all those type of creators.
Yeah, definitely.
And even though I can't give back with big things such as cars and stuff like that, like how much of an impact would it be for like just the little things, like the things that I can do. And so from that, I just kept like trying to figure out ideas of how to make a difference. And that was kind of like a series at the start of my YouTube channel. So again, with the Easter bunnies, just giving Easter bunnies out, which I paid for with my money. And I just love the idea of giving and just being able to watch someone react to it in such a positive way. And I thought that was just very like heartwarming as well. And it just made me feel good. And I decided to make that video and share it up on YouTube to see other people's reactions to it, and hopefully kind of take influence on it. Because I know that in the media, especially, there's just a lot of negativity. So I think that the reason I uploaded the video in the first place was to have people react to that in such a positive way that they would go out and do the exact same, like help make a difference to someone, whether that's opening a door or being kind or even calling up a family member that you haven't spoke to for a while. I think it was just more of getting the idea out there for more people to continue it,
Yeah. I think it'd be a cool series if you like once a month you send out a balloon or something and to see what kind of reaction you got back.
Yeah.
If like somebody actually answered, like that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. I for my 1 year Make a Difference video, when I was first starting, I had the idea of getting all my family and friends to write a letter on a balloon and to obviously let it go. But then obviously that changed when my nana passed away. And I decided to just kind of dedicate that video to her.
Yeah.
Because obviously she was the one who inspired me to do it in the first place.
Sure.
So yeah, that changed, but I still did the balloon idea. I did it in 3 different locations. I did it at where I first started the YouTube channel, at a very well-known beach at Queensland, Surfers Paradise Beach, and then one at the Gold Coast. So yeah, I just like to keep that tradition and also just help make society feel a little bit better,
Yeah, definitely. And so where are you in the world again?
So I'm in Australia, Queensland, Australia, near Brisbane. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of that area.
No, Australia is definitely on my bucket list of places to visit, but
it's a good place. It's a good place.
Nice. So is that how you connected with Darren's videos, just for the location, or
yeah,
you like the kind of content? Or
so I think Darren lives in Melbourne, and I've actually spoken to him once before.
Nice.
Through like Instagram, and I saw one of his videos, and I was like, oh, cool! I'm just showing a YouTuber. Like that's so cool. So that's how I like linked up with him and got to know him a little bit and his content. So, but yeah.
Nice. Have you ever tried to hop on Omegle to meet him? Or
no, I haven't. but like I really want to meet him. Like I think that'd be so cool.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
all the different like themes he has now, that's really
Mhm.
cool.
Right. I tried to this morning because I just happened to wake up and see that he was. It's like I've never tried before, but I figured why not? It's like 8 in the
Yeah.
morning. I'll give it a shot. And I was on Omegle for a total of like I'd say probably 10 seconds where I was like, I've had enough. I can't I can't do this. Some crazy folks on that website.
Definitely.
Well, cool. So for like the continuation of like building up a channel, like do you find like the subscribers on your channel are like family and friends or people that you were meeting on the internet? Like how have you found that?
I've found it like to be growing
Mm-hmm.
slowly for now, but I think it's just a matter of, and this is another thing that I also think, I think it's a matter of engaging with more people.
Mm-hmm.
So like the more people you meet and the more like relationships you build, the better you're going to, or the increase you're going to grow. So whether that's like meeting people through a cruise and filming a video with them,
Mm-hmm.
or even just like collaborating with people like you and myself.
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of creating relationships and making connections and stuff like that. I think plays a big part when it comes to growing a channel or just
Mm-hmm.
growing in general, I think.
Nice. Is that what you want to be doing for a career? You want to be a content creator or what
Yeah, so
yeah.
I want to still be able to make videos, whether it's just a hobby or as a career. But I also want to, right now I'm working at McDonald's,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm wanting to grow there as well, just for like to be stable and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the dream is to be somewhere in the creative industry, whether that's making videos on YouTube, being a photographer, stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to work with people and like work with like-minded people, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Do you have like a lot of like close friends in your day-to-day life that are interested in content creation or social media kind of stuff?
So one of my close friends, Ashton
Mm-hmm.
Guide, he is a filmmaker, but he also does a lot of dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually met through like YouTube, like through the internet.
Oh, wow.
And lucky enough, he lives like near me, like he lives like an hour away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I met him and his friend Jess Laurie. I met them last year. And yeah, we've grown to have a great friendship and a great connection together. And also like making videos together as well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's been really fun. And that's what I want to continue to do as well. Like just make friendships and connections and hopefully build on that, you know?
Yeah, I think that's like been my favorite part probably about doing this project and something that I didn't even anticipate is like I thought I was just gonna because I wanted to be a content creator myself. Like the whole
Yeah.
concept was trying to talk to people who are trying to do it too, and maybe
Yeah.
get some advice and if I can share with other people who are trying to do the same thing, like that's cool. But the like I like just like the kind of community that it's and like building on top of each other of like meeting new people and creating new connections within that industry is like probably my favorite part of this kind
Yeah,
of stuff so
definitely.
far.
And I think it's also like the content you make too.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're going to make, for example, the public videos that I do, um, that's going to obviously get a lot of people to like you because they're in it or they've got a
Mm-hmm.
friend in it or whatever. So like for example, I earlier this year I shaved my head for World's Greatest Shave, which is like a cancer foundation.
Nice.
Um, and I raised like $1,000 for World's Greatest Shave,
Wow.
and like because of coronavirus and stuff like that, I wasn't able to have like people or friends or whatever or supporters
Mm-hmm.
around me. So I did it through online with a friend of mine, and we managed to have like over 100 people just viewing it live, which I think was really cool.
That is cool.
But I think it's
You
just
went
I
live
think
on YouTube for it or
live on Instagram.
Instagram? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Because we were supposed to do it like on the last day of on the last day of school for the
Mm-hmm.
term, and yeah, obviously that wasn't a thing because coronavirus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people viewed it, and I think that's like a really key concept to do, like get people to engage into it, you know?
Definitely. So what is it like being a YouTuber, a content creator in high school?
At first it was very challenging,
Mm-hmm.
especially when I
So,
did the first couple of uploads, because you obviously get like people that are going to judge,
mm-hmm.
people that aren't seeing your perspective or your vision.
Yeah.
But what I've said to myself ever since like the beginning of this is don't listen to what those people have to say. And also it's a thing where the more you do it, the more people are going to like it, and the more people are going to say, hey, can I be a part of this or whatever. And so I've had a few people like want to be a part of my things and my like projects and stuff like that, which is really cool because when I first started, there wasn't many people that actually did want to be or be a part of any of my videos or my vision.
Right.
So it's exciting.
Yeah, just like, those people are always going to be there. By the way, like just people who uh I think about them all a lot, just like, or trying to keep them. I guess I think to try and not think about them, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I just turned 25, and it's really, I think it's cool that you found something that you like to do now, because it took me until like this point to even get the courage to try.
Yeah.
And I think if I had found that courage like earlier on and was able to, I feel like I've learned through doing, and previously it was like, I was even too scared to try. So if I had tried and like gotten better and better earlier than now, like who knows, what I would be up to today, or like what kind of stuff I would be interested in doing. But I had to go through the like not doing to be where I am today. So
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just a matter of just finding the right timing as well, you know?
mm-hmm, definitely. Um, and so for the people that you like met through the internet, was it like through Instagram or like the comments on a YouTube video? Like how did that come about?
So I've like made connections with the two people, Ashton and Jess, who are
Mm-hmm.
friends. But the way I met them was through YouTube. So there's this festival for under 18s called Good Life in Australia.
Okay.
And it's basically like a big music festival. And I was like, oh, I could like film this moment. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
such a good moment to capture. And so I filmed it. I went there, had a ball, by the way.
Nice.
And when I was editing the video, I went on YouTube to just try and find some inspiration on like how to start the video. And I came across this girl named Jess Laurie, and she went to Good Life the year before.
Okay.
And so time went on, and like I got inspiration from a video, and then I just randomly happened to find her friend Ashton on YouTube, like just in my recommended.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I didn't know they were friends, and so I clicked onto his video, watched a few of his videos, and we seemed to have like the same radius of subscribers and views and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, I'm gonna like contact this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed they lived near my area, and I got really like excited because it'd be the first like person that has the same vision as me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, oh, I would love to just hear more about you, your story, your journey, and stuff like that. And so I messaged him through Instagram, and turns out him and Jess Laurie are best friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, oh wow, this is really cool. And so from there, it's just kept growing. The connection and the relationship just kept growing. So yeah,
Nice.
it's been a real ball. And I only met, like, I've known them for a year now, but I
Mm-hmm.
only met both of them this year, which
Okay.
is insane because I've talked to them for a whole year.
Right.
But yeah, it's just been awesome.
Yeah, I think technology, like I feel like I don't take it, or like I take it for granted. Like how else would I be talking to you, like on the completely other side of the world right now, and like similar interests and like trying to build something. And yeah, I just think it's insane, like who we can connect with these days. And so are there like creator events, like a VidCon kind of thing in Australia, or?
So we have VidCon, but that's in Melbourne.
Okay.
So it's quite a bit of a distance from Queensland.
Okay.
What else do we have? I think we have Comic-Con as well, but that's up here. I think that got cancelled though due to the pandemic.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, we have so many different experiences that we can film and like document and like go to. A main thing that I like to experience is concerts, like filming concerts. That has played a big part on my YouTube channel. And that's something I really want to learn more about, like the way of like the best shots and like how to make a really engaging story that people are going to enjoy. So yeah, concerts plays a big part of that. But yeah, VidCon's really far away from where I live, so it'd be a bit of a flight, a
bit of a trek. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Are you interested in like concert photography as well?
Yeah. Or? Yeah. So I've talked to I like to talk to like really underrated artists or people that like haven't really hit the charts yet. And like just get to know their perspective on like how they're traveling as an artist, and hopefully work with a few of them in the future. So like, for example, one artist, I'm not sure if you've heard of them, Arizona Zervis is the guy that sang Roxanne. Yeah.
Right, of course. Yeah.
So before he blew up on TikTok, I messaged him for like a song that he made like 2 years ago. Okay. And I've been a fan of him since like for 2 years, and he just blew up. And it's like so exciting to like be there from the very beginning and like have some sort of connection with this artist and just watch them grow. Right. So yeah, I'm really interested in concert photography. Definitely. Yeah.
Cool. I think that's my favorite thing about watching, like not just like a YouTube channel or a musician blow up, but like I love it and I don't, because I also want them to like be kept like underground artists. Yeah, exactly. Right. And as soon as they blow up and everybody knows about them, I'm like, oh, but that, like, they were mine, you know?
Yeah.
Is there anybody that you're, is there anybody that you're like listening to now or have an eye on that has that potential for that kind of blow up as well? Or?
Well, there's one, I forgot his last name, but his first name's Jared. He's an Australian musician. I met him through TikTok, and he's like really blowing up on TikTok. So like he's got like such a big potential. But again, I've watched him grow from like having hardly any followers to like 70,000 followers now on TikTok. Wow. So it's really cool and it's really exciting. Just hopefully they don't forget about me though.
How could they? They can't. No way.
I did a TikTok at the end of last year because I don't like, I want to get started on TikTok, but I don't know how when there's so many people already on there.
Right.
And like, you need to find that like little audience of like who's going to watch those type of TikToks. So there's obviously like the musicians, there's the cooking, there's like the random videos.
Yeah.
But I did a TikTok some time ago, and it like got like 70,000 views and 10,000 likes, and it was just me going up to my manager from McDonald's and just saying, hey, if this video blows up, will you like promote me? And it blew up, and really? I got promoted, but not because of that TikTok. But yeah, it was just so exciting to just watch that grow, and like the opportunity for TikTok, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That is nuts. I feel like I went through a big phase where I was like addicted to it, and it was like all I was watching. And then I took a break because it was too much it was a lot of content. But just like literally just before talking to you, I was on YouTube and scrolling, and I realized that like I don't like the whole like I feel like I don't like choosing the content. Like you specifically like take the time to pick what you want to watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just want some like mindless something to watch and like put it in my feed, and instead of having me choose, like the app chooses for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's one good thing about TikTok, where it's something new every single time, where you just won't get bored. And I think
Right.
that's something that YouTube kind of needs to implement, and it also just helps like content creators as well. You know,
because your
So,
stuff is
I think it's
going to
a
be
win-win.
shown. Your videos are like going to be shown. Like that's undeniable with
Yeah,
that app. So definitely, like I feel like I do the same thing with like Netflix and YouTube. It's like I spend more time scrolling trying to choose what to watch than actually watching the thing.
yeah,
Uh,
100%.
yeah. So something to think about. I don't know. So cool. So you said David Dobrik and Casey are influences of yours.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
sure are. I like the concept of obviously giving back, and I also like the concept of short videos, like
Mm-hmm.
cutting to the chase kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also from Casey's like perspective or style, his cinematic sequences, like I really enjoy those type of things in a video. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes it feel real.
Yeah.
So
Nice. I mean, they're definitely influences of mine as well. I think Casey was kind of the like main reason I started making videos myself. So me and like millions of other people. But
yeah.
are there any like YouTubers? Like who do you watch on YouTube these days?
So I recently just got back into Logan Paul.
Okay.
Like after the whole forest incident and like all the
Mm-hmm.
controversy, I was like, oh, okay, this guy's a bit of a tool.
Sure.
But no, his short content is just so entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I feel, and I also watch a bit of the Nelk Boys. I like their
Okay.
pranks.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Me too.
yeah, I watch them. Who else do I watch? Yeah, just Casey Neistat. I wish Casey Neistat would upload more though.
I know. Yeah, I noticed that as well. It's like I think he like went so hard on YouTube for so long that now it's like he has the like how many more millions of subscribers do you need? You know, and he's like putting the focus on his family, and I'm sure he's got some like long term projects that we don't know
Yeah,
about that
definitely.
are in the works. I'm excited to watch whenever that kind of stuff gets dropped. But um, so for like the future of your like content, like what kind of stuff are you working on right now?
So one main thing that I want to eventually have done is get back to the whole make a difference type series.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now it's more based on adventures and stuff like that. So I
Okay.
want to get back into that aspect. I tried vlogging for a little bit, but that didn't really go. Like I didn't really like that style
Mm-hmm.
because it's just I felt like it was a must that I must film this, that I must have an upload by this week, something
Yeah.
like that. And it was very forced. Like it didn't feel fun anymore. It just felt
Mm-hmm.
really forced. So I got out of that habit real quickly. But for like goals or where I want my content to go, it's more of just wanting to get more people in my videos and engage with like more of what life has to offer and showcasing that through a lens.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also just making a difference. Like that is the primary goal
Yeah.
for me in my content.
Nice. That's exciting. And so do you have any like any potential video ideas of how you can do that?
I want to do something for Christmas. I feel like that is such a good timing
It's just a
to
warm
give back.
feelings. Yeah, like the give back season. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So I want to do something for Christmas for my family. I don't know what yet, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to go like like I always have these ideas where it's like go big or go home kind of thing. So like with that birthday one that I did with my friend, it was like go big or go home. Like I gotta have these balloons set up. I gotta have a massive surprise, a warm welcoming and stuff like that. So I'm very, very picky when it comes to the type of ideas I want, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to do many of them until the pandemic is over.
Yeah.
Because I think it involves a lot of going outside, going to certain places, and also just experiencing a lot of different things. So
yeah, I think it's such a weird time for like everyone's just trying to adjust to the way the world is right now, and like adjusting, not just like for content creators, like adjusting their content, like what they're putting out to fit, you know, the criteria of what we can and can't do at the moment. So
yeah, definitely. It's also a bit hard with school as well, because you know I gotta try and focus on school and just finish school. But once that's finished, I'll be able to kind of focus more of my time on trying to come up with really good ideas.
Yeah. So how much longer do you have in school?
So I've got till November, so August, 4 months, not even 4 months. My term, like we're in like 4 terms for school, and so we're on the 3rd term now. So we've got like 3 weeks left, and then we go on like a holiday.
Okay.
And then we come back, and only got like 4 weeks left.
And then you're graduating, and then that's it? Wow.
Graduating, and then we're on to the real world. So it's very, like, a lot of people are scared to go out in the real world. And to me, it's more of a, like, I want to go out to the real world, like, now. Yeah. I'm very excited because I have like a lot planned. I have a lot planned.
Definitely. And like the real world, like I don't, you know, now that I graduated college, like going on 3 years ago, like I don't even know what that means. Truly, like like being out of like not innocent, like school mindset, like does definitely change your perspective on like what like building a routine like looks like, and doing things definitely. That are important to you. And it's an exciting time being where you're at right now, like with a lot ahead of you. So
I'm excited.
What kind of like plans or what things do you want to be doing once you graduate high school?
So once I graduate, I'm going to go full time at work. And like one of my focuses is to climb the ladder of work and hopefully become a manager. When it comes with content and like the future of what I'm going to be doing on that aspect, I really want to eventually be able to take photos for artists or for like major celebrities and stuff like that. It's a very big dream that is very far away, but I think I can get there. But I also want to travel the world. That is like a number one thing on my list of when I graduate. Because I was supposed to go to America this year. Nice. But that's obviously going to get postponed till next year.
Yeah,
but
of course.
I'm very excited.
Where in the US were you planning on going to?
So I was going to go to LA. I think that's like the number one stop for content creators.
Yeah, right.
New York, Washington, where else? Las Vegas.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
The whole country.
Chicago. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Those are some cool spots. It'd be interesting to find out like when we can start traveling again, because that's like one of my favorite things to do as well. And I want to see everywhere. Like I think traveling just gives you just such a like it just brings in perspective on like how small we are. And I don't know. I just think it's super cool to like experience other cultures.
Definitely, yeah. I was fortunate enough to travel to like Vanuatu, like all the Vanuatu type islands,
Wow.
and their culture is just so different to ours.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like so thankful and grateful for such little things, like playing football with them or
Mm-hmm.
something like that, or even a hello. It's so different compared to like here. It's crazy, but it's very gratifying because it's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, like I've got it good,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
You,
Like
you feel
I
more
always come
thankful.
back. Exactly. I always come back home like feeling more grateful for like what I've got and the things that the people in my life and all that kind of stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a bucket list travel spot that you want to go to, or was
I want
LA
to go to
one of them, or
Hawaii. LA is
Hawaii?
definitely one of them, but Hawaii,
Uh-huh.
I reckon that'd be really nice.
Yeah.
I just like the views. The views look awesome, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Do you
LA is
surf at all,
definitely
or
one. No, I don't surf.
no?
I don't live near like the beach or anything. I'm
Mm-hmm.
more on the like countryside of Brisbane.
Okay.
So yeah, my main focus is kind of just being stuck on a computer editing stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
What draws you to LA?
just the amount of people that want to like make it big, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's so like I think it would be very eye-opening to see how many people really want to make it big and like become something from it. And I feel there's so many passionate people, especially in like the content creator side of things. And I think it would just be like just so eye-opening to just see and engage with so many people that have the same mindset as you.
Yeah.
So
Definitely. I find it so interesting that, like you say, the content creator hub, when like
yeah,
Hollywood and like traditional media was also like, and, is like LA, but a whole new
yeah,
generation of people are like coming up, like including myself and you, like looking at LA as like the content creator, like digital media hub as well. And to just see that like the transition from traditional media to digital and like how digital is becoming like traditional media and that's where attention is, and I find it fascinating.
yeah, definitely. I think people are going to start seeing like a whole new side of like the definition of Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
because I even see like YouTube stars like Liza Koshy, for example. I was just watching her Netflix movie that came out the other day, and
Oh
it's just
really?
crazy from that transition from being a YouTuber to someone like making films for Netflix.
Yeah, and all she had to do was upload to a free website that we all have the same access to.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. um I don't know if you can hear my dog whimpering in the background, but he's staring at me. So I got one more question for you, and I'll let you go. So for anybody who is starting or like wants to start creating content today, like what kind of advice would you give them?
The advice I'd give is don't give up. Even when it's at the lowest of lows and you think you're just stuck, don't give up. Because at the end of the day, you're trying something that not many people tend to have the courage to do. And whether you're getting judged or you can't think of video ideas or anything like that, you just need to keep going. And it doesn't even matter if you have like a $30 camera or like even a phone, or from a $1,000 camera. It doesn't matter what the equipment it is or what you're editing on. I think it's just more of how you make that content, like how you're going to tell a story and what is true to you. I think that's also important.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. That's yeah, I think anybody with like an idea just needs to start executing and like learn from doing, and I think you're spot on. So I appreciate you, man. Like this has been really cool to hear your story, and I'm excited to see what you put out next, and following through on some of those ideas that you've got.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate and having the opportunity to come on and tell my story.
Yeah, we should do this again. I want to like have recurring people on. So I think it'd be cool to see, in a few months, like where we're all
Yeah,
at.
definitely. Postgraduate Locky.
Postgraduate Locky. I love it. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Awesome, man. I appreciate you doing this.
No worries. Thank you.
All right. Later, man. Thank you so much for listening to the Starting From Zero podcast. This episode was actually recorded back in August. So since the recording, Locky has actually graduated from high school and is taking on the real world. You can find him on social media at Locky Holman. And if you want to check out more content from the Starting From Zero project, all you have to do is search Starting From Zero on any social media platform. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.